Happy Devils Victory Monday ×2. Yes, it is the Woo Report. The Woo Report. Episode 396 titled Devils Sweep Split Squad Games. Streaming live on Facebook Live, YouTube Live, X Live, and Twitch on the Let's Go Devils Network. Coming to you live from the Primetime Radio Studios inside the bunker. Coming to you live with this victory. Just want to give a shout out to all those at American Whiskey. We are not there tonight as we're preparing for the regular season. Lots of people following us, filing in to the YouTube Live. We've got Facebook Live. We've got X Live. It's the Happy Devils Monday as the New Jersey Devils just absolutely dominated these two games with the Philadelphia Flyers at the Rock and up in Montreal at the Bell Center against the Canadiens, winning there as well. Supernova 68 saying we should split the team in three. Maybe people will stop complaining. Complaining about what? It is victory. It is the Devils getting off to a hot start. I know it's preseason. But when you have this, split squad games, which I'm not a big fan of because I just got to go back and forth and I can't focus on one game. But beating the Philadelphia Flyers 6-0 at the Rock and also 4-2 against the Canadiens up at the Bell Center. Wow, it's piqued my interest. It's piqued yours as everyone's filing in the YouTube Live. And, well, any questions about goaltending right now? That's a little too early to say. But, so anyway, on a programming note, Devils After Dark will be back this upcoming season. Same with Game Day Live. Again, I'm just giving the boys a little bit of breather. We're warming up. This is our preseason too. But we are here with the Woo Report, talking about Devils hockey, talking about the sweep. 2-0 in preseason. No excuses. But I'll tell you what. Jesper Bratt. It almost feels like he had something to prove. Like he right out of the gates. Jesper Bratt was telling the New Jersey Devils fans at the Prudential Center tonight that he's going to earn his pay. He's going to earn that paycheck. He is going to make good on that 8-year contract that he signed during the offseason. And Jesper Bratt getting the scoring going. All right, so let's start off with the game at the Rock. And I'm not going to be like Scotty where I'm going to go into depth because we got a lot to cover. But let's go over the scoring for the first game at the Rock in front of a capacity crowd. Oh, I'm not so sure about that. But the Devils got a 1-0 lead off of a Palat goal really early on, about 68 seconds into the game, which, you got to think, as a Devils fan, that pumps you up, right? That pumps you up that Palat, who, for all intents and purposes, did not have the greatest season with the New Jersey Devils as a start. It's kind of like Dougie Hamilton, trying to feel his way the first season after signing a big contract. Palat does a lot, assisted by Jesper Bratt and Eric Holla, who also signed a 3-year deal during the offseason. Devils up 1-0. And a couple of minutes later, Eric Holla Remember Arakawa, the guy that couldn't take the chicken fingers out on the ice? He scores. And again, Jesper Bratt using his speed with the assist, the primary assist, and Hataka with an assist as well, secondary assist, and Hataka coming from the trade for Timo Meier. Suddenly, he's getting on the board. 2-0 Devils. 3 minutes and 14 seconds in the first period. But there is so much scoring to talk about. Stop it. Stop it. Tice Thompson puts another one home. 3-0 Devils. Not even 5 minutes in. The Flyers are just getting dominated by New Jersey. And is this a preview of what's going to happen during the outdoor game at MetLife Stadium? Is it going to be like a football score? Is it going to be a blowout? At this rate, I would say so. And then, oh my goodness, the biggest question throughout this offseason, how fast will Alexander Holtz be? Well, it only took him, I don't know, not too long, but before in 6 minutes, Devils up 4-0 against the Flyers. Flyers are just, we know they're rebuilding, but 4-0, 6 minutes into preseason. I wouldn't say this is a throwaway game, but my goodness, you want to make a great impression in front of your coach, John Tortorella. That's not the way to do it, but the Devils dominated in the first 6 minutes. All even strength against the Philadelphia Flyers, and the Flyers, is what Max says in the YouTube Live, the Flyers are brutal. And brutal they are. But you know what? Enjoy it, Devils fans, because it wasn't too long ago when the Flyers around 2017, 2018, they looked like to be an up-and-up, a great team. But you know what? They failed miserably. Right now they're rebuilding. They're ripping the Band-Aid off like the Devils were in 2014 and 2015. But now it's your time to shine. Devils up 4-0, and that would remain 4-0. And then in the second period, gimme fuel, gimme fire. I love Timo Meier getting on the board. Power play goal assisted by Nico Hischier, and guess again, Jesper Bratt, third assist of the game. Power play goal about 2 minutes and 1 second in the second period. 5-0 lead. The domination continues. And then you go into the third period. Mikey McLeod looking fast out there, looking good. Gets the sixth goal of the game. 10 minutes and 51 seconds into the third period. Even strength. Assisted by Dougie Hamilton and Kevin Ball. Kevin Ball getting the secondary assist. My goodness. Devils win 6-0 over the Philadelphia Flyers. Shots on goal, Devils had 34. Philadelphia had 21. Face-offs, Devils dominated, winning almost 60% of the face-offs against the Flyers. Power play, Devils were 1 for 4. Flyers 0 for 3. Pretty much even on penalty minutes. Devils having a little bit more hits, 19-13. Block shots about even. 14 shots on goal in the first period, 10 shots in the second period, and 10 shots in the third period, total of 34 for the Devils. Flyers, who cares about them? They have a lot of work to do. And like the Brian Hallinan fight against Nick Seeler as well. Got guys looking to break into the lineup. But I'll tell you, 6-0 victory. That's like 2 field goals and nothing for the Flyers. Or you could say a touchdown, missed extra point, nothing for the Flyers. The Flyers, well, they lose. They get nothing. Good day, sir, as the Devils victorious over their, I guess, I don't know, turnpike rivals. I don't know what you want to say about that. But, there was a game up north, up in Canada. Remember the Devils trying to annex the entire country of Canada? Well, again, going up north, having to rely on Twitter, having to rely on Amanda Stein and Bill Spaulding, having to rely on those, and also relying on RDS, the French-speaking version of the telecast. But Montreal got on the board 1-0. Power play goal 4 minutes into the first period. Devils down 1-0. But this guy, Joe Gambardella, I think that's how you pronounce his name, scored for your New Jersey Devils, and assisted by Criscolo and Dowling at even strength 10 minutes into the first period. Devils tied up 1-1. Everything all equalized. Second period. Now, it was one of those strange plays. It was a power play goal, but Simon Nemitz was a recipient of, I would just say, a little bit of luck, making it 2-1 Devils, assisted by Jack Hughes and Akira Schmid. Yes, Akira Schmid appearing in this game. Love Akira Schmid. But, hey, what about Jack Hughes? What about Jack Hughes? I'll tell you, his individual effort is duly noted. Passing it to Dawson Mercer. Dawson Mercer getting his first goal of preseason, making it 3-1 Devils on the power play. Power play is looking hot with the squad up north. But Josh Anderson made it 3-2, scoring for Montreal. Devils having a 3-2 lead. But in the third period, Jack Hughes, unassisted, with another power play goal. Are you kidding me? Making a 4-2 Devils, and that's what the score was at the end of the game. Devils having 31 shots on goal, 31-25 of the Montreal Canadiens. Canadiens had a little bit of the edge on the faceoffs, winning 52% to the Devils 48. But power play, 3 for 4 on the power play, the New Jersey Devils. But on the penalty kill, they were 1 for 3, or they were 66%. I don't know what you want to spin it. Montreal out hitting New Jersey 24-11. Block shots even at 20. And, yes, Devils win 4-2. And great victory for the New Jersey Devils, outscoring their two opponents combined of 10-2. So you knew that the Devils were going to get offense. You knew that the Devils were going to be good. But to split the team and put up 10 goals against the Flyers and 4 goals against the Montreal Canadiens, I will say it was a great night. It was a great day. And, I'm really pleased. I'm very pleased with this New Jersey Devils team. No excuses. What this has validated, at least in the preseason, are the New Jersey Devils. They are deep. They have depth on their roster. They have guys that are playing on all cylinders, learning the lessons of last season, wanting to come back and make a statement. I know it's preseason. I know it's just 2 games. I know it's early on, but you have to be happy that the intensity was there, the legs were there, the chemistry was there. Jesper Bratt was all over the ice, and for good reason, and he was getting assists. He looked like a 100-point player. And we talked about the top 6, or shall I say the top 9 of the New Jersey Devils. Eric Haula scoring, Andre Palat scoring, Timo Meier scoring, Jesper Bratt scoring, Jack Hughes scoring, Dawson Mercer scoring. Did I miss Timo Meier? Did I say Timo Meier? Timo Meier scoring. Didn't see Toffoli, but that's okay. But does it matter? The Devils win, and that's all that matters here. And I'll tell you, Supernova says, my brain was wigging out listening to the French broadcast. Oui, oui. New Jersey, looking good. That's the best I can do, folks. Bonjour. Anyway, yeah. So, Devils win 4-2 up in Montreal, 6-0 over the Flyers tonight at the Rock. I want to get your questions, comments on the YouTube Live, Facebook Live, X Live. As, there's a lot of other podcasts out there right now that are streaming, which is pretty cool. But look, we are the podcast at American Whiskey. Vinny Parisi tweeted out, or should I say, is it X'd out? I don't know. Put it out on Twitter or X. New Jersey Devils won both games by a combined score of 10-2. It is preseason, but the team looks hungry, fast, and tenacious. Love the word tenacious. Awesome start. Yes, he is correct. He is correct. Also, let's see here. We got Simon Nemitz scoring a goal in preseason. That's great. Also, Bill Spaulding talking about Michael McLeod picking up where he left off in preseason with the filthy deke on the breakaway. Michael McLeod, that pass from Andre Palat and that goal against the New York Rangers, Game 7, we are seeing a confident and different Michael McLeod. And you talk about the fourth line. You talk about the energy line. You talk about beefalytics. You talk about face-offs, that Michael McLeod can do all these things and do the dirty work. And it's good to see him scoring because you know what? He didn't score that much last season, especially when Bastian was out. But it's good to see Michael McLeod picking up the scoring as well. Lindy Ruff right now can roll 4 lines. Let me repeat that again. Lindy Ruff right now can roll 4 lines. And he's got depth. He's got skill. He's got a little bit of beef, but he's got a little bit of everything. And that's what makes the Devils a great team right now. Now, can they play like a team? I think they can. You just split the team in 2. You kept them in New Jersey and you put them up in Montreal. And what did they do? They won, and they won in convincing fashion. I know that they're Montreal, and I know that the Flyers. I know that they're bad teams. We're not expecting much of them this season. But my goodness, was that awesome. 4-0 New Jersey, less than 6 minutes in the first period at the Rock. Want to hear those that were at the game? I'll tell you, it's getting me going. And this is just preseason. This team's for real. This team, I'll tell you, this team, their destiny is the Stanley Cup. Is that too early to talk about? I don't know. My good friend Connor McKenna tweeted out earlier. You can find him at McKenna Connor. Habs need to find their Jack Hughes. I worry they'll just be wandering in the wilderness until they do. Everybody wants a Jack Hughes. Everybody wants a Jack Hughes. I think Logan Cooley looks like a mini Jack Hughes out in Arizona. But yes, everybody wants a Jack Hughes. But guess what? Jack Hughes is with the New Jersey Devils and for a very, very long time. Seeing some of the tweets, seeing some of the comments, seeing Steve Engel, Joe Mastro. The Devils did what good teams are supposed to do. I completely agree with you, Joe. Max Sam, how drunk do you think Fitzy and Lindy got up in the press box watching the score lines like that? I'll tell you what. They have to be very pleased. They earned it. They went through the growing pains of this young team, and they're enjoying the fruits of their labor. That's all I have to say about that. James Nichols, good friend of the podcast, tweeting out that Jack Hughes is toying with the guys out there, meaning the scrimmage game that the Devils had. And Jack Hughes is looking good. He's looking really good. Timo Meier, looking good in practice, looking good in the scrimmage game, looking good tonight. I love to see that the Devils' power play is scary good and dangerous right now. Just for now, they are. Zach Stevenson says, too early to win the Cup, Sam. Jack and Nico will need to go through playoff struggles before they win, just like Colorado and the Golden Knights did. Completely agree with you. But I'm telling you, they took a big leap forward last season. Not just the regular season, the record-breaking stuff, but what they did to the New York Rangers after being down 0-2. Akira Schmid coming in to the mess 0-2, getting the team to victory, shutout against the Rangers, Game 7 of the first round. Now, just remember, when they played Carolina, the infinite wisdom of those NHL schedulers didn't do any Devils any favor. They only had one day off before they had to go down to Carolina and play a very well-rested, experienced Carolina Hurricanes team. I honestly think that the Devils, after winning Game 3, had they won that Game 4, had they not panicked after having the lead in Game 4 and let it go, it could have been a different series, or even Game 5. It wasn't Akira Schmid's fault. It's just one of those things, losing in overtime to the Hurricanes Game 5. But the series was a lot closer, and a lot could have happened, where if there was a Game 6, and Ken Danico said this on the State of the Fan address, had there been a Game 6 in Carolina, there was going to be a Game 7. I'm sorry, Game 6 in New Jersey. There was going to be a Game 7 in Carolina. Looking at a lot of football talk about the Dolphins winning 70-20 yesterday. What are you guys talking a little football? How about my Penn State Nittany Lions 31-0 victory over Iowa? Why are we talking about football? I don't know. But a little bit of randomness here on the Woo Report as we're live on X Live. Going to go to X Live and see what's going on there. The good folks at X Live tuning in. But just a programming note, yes, Game Day Live and Devils After Dark is going to be back for the 82-game regular season and playoffs. But right now, the Woo Report is filling in as we are planning the outdoor game, our big tailgate at the outdoor game. We're planning our trip to Arizona and Vegas. We're planning for opening night at American Whiskey. The podcast will be traveling. October 24th, Nick tells me we're going to be doing a viewing party somewhere in New Jersey on October 24th. But he's not giving me the details, so I just got it marked on my calendar, October 24th. Be at some bar. So lots of things happening here on the Let's Go Devils podcast. Follow us on Twitter or on X at Let's Go Devils Pod. You can find us on Facebook at Let's Go Devils Podcast. You can also find us or find our YouTube channel. Subscribe to our YouTube channel at Let's Go Devils. We got big things happening. I'm telling you, we got things brewing for opening night, and it's all looking good right now, folks. And the Insane Pollock says Scotty should make a guest appearance now after putting up 6 spot on the Floppers. I don't know. I'll just text Scotty right now if he's available. Let's see. Scotty, fans are requesting your appearance right now. And see what he says. This is doing on live air. Oh, your appearance. Yep. Right now. See what Scotty says. He's probably working right now. You know, Scotty is Sirius XM Liquid Metal. Probably spinning some records. Or do they spin records anymore? I don't know. But wow. Something to be happy about when you go to work tomorrow. You got some hockey friends at work. They say, how about them Devils? 6-0 against the Flyers, no problem. 4-2 over the Canadiens, no problem. There's just so much winning here. There's so much scoring here. There's so many power play goals here. I love it. I absolutely love it. Love it, love it, love it. And can they break last season's record? Max says Scotty is probably air guitaring to some heavy metal. Probably is. That's what he does in his free time. I'm pretty sure. I know he does a lot of singing before we do Devils After Dark. Tom says, anybody going to the preseason games? I'm debating about next Monday. Yeah, we're going to be setting up our gear at American Whiskey very soon. American Whiskey, 51 Edison Place, across the street from Prudential Center. The official home game bar of the Let's Go Devils podcast. Again, we've got a lot of things brewing this upcoming season, especially with the outdoor game, opening night, traveling on the road. This team's going to be good, folks, and I'm just going to stick to it. All right, I want to thank all those tuning in. Still some more people just filing in. I'm going to check the Facebook Live as well, see any comments there. But see, sometimes my comments don't really work. I see Craig Best is watching. I see some other people watching. That's good. Lots of people watching on the YouTube Live. If you haven't yet, I'm going to drop the podcast in about by midnight. But if you haven't yet, subscribe to our podcast pages at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify, Amazon Music Prime, Audible, and the iHeart app. The Insane Pogs says Sam should Nemec play most of the season in the AHL. I say yes. Doesn't hurt to have a little bit of time with Utica. I have no problems. Josh S. says, come to Cocoa Beach, Florida. I will be at Cocoa Beach, Florida. I got to plan this with Mrs. Wu. Get down there to Sam Bar Sports Grill, Andrew's Bar, Andrew Bunin, good friend of the podcast, really awesome guy. I hope to see him on opening night. Hope to go fishing with him one day. You know, I don't know. I just want to be like Andrew sometimes. And I'm sure Andrew wants to be like me. I don't know. Nah, I'm just kidding around. Yeah, so absolutely Cocoa Beach, Florida. Also, we're going to be bar hopping around the state. Where are we going to be? Are we going to go down to where Steve Engel is in Monmouth County? Hello, Matt Junio in the Facebook Live. But anyway, we got to get out of here. Thank you all those tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow for another edition of the Woo Report. The Morning Woo is going to come back around October. It's going to be real New Jersey talk. It is going to be real New Jersey talk. Working on the format of the Morning Woo to have a little bit of maybe a little traffic and weather together type thing. I don't know. But yeah. No victory bucks in preseason. No Woo bucks either. Yes, but super chats are always gladly accepted as well. Anyway, going to hit the music. But thank you to all those. Steve Engel says, Morning Woo lets me plow through my day. I understand Steve Engel, but I'm just doing a little fine-tuning on the programming of the Morning Woo. It's going to be a little bit different from the Woo Report. It's a spin-off of the Woo Report. It's going to be tough doing these podcasts in the early morning, but I'm glad it's helping your day, Steve Engel. When you deliver the mail, you deliver it with a little bit of pizzazz after listening to Morning Woo. Yeah, can't wait to be back at American Whiskey, folks. It's going to be freaking awesome. Also, remember, State of the Fan address presented by pucksandpitchforks.com. Nick Villano and I will be going on at 8:30 p.m. Eastern. And thank you to Max for the victory bucks on the Super Chats. I thank you, Max. And, oh, by the way, if you ever need to buy windows for your home, hit up Max, because Max will hook you up with some windows and sliding doors and all that kind of stuff. I only trust Max with my windows and my doors. So if you're doing a home renovation, just contact Max for that. And also Town Toyota, David Decker. Go to Town Toyota on Route 46, Ledgewood, New Jersey, to buy a Toyota. Yes, David Decker, good friend of the Let's Go Devils podcast. All right, getting out of here. Thank you very much. Devils win 6-0 over the Flyers, 4-2 over the Montreal Canadiens. This is the Woo Report. Till next time, let's go Devils. Devils Nation!